you're looking for a laugh while cleaning a room,
Your mic?
to kill some time, making windows sublime. You got the right plan with Ryan and Dan. Welcome to the Uncleanables Podcast.
Well, absolutely wham.
I was really hoping to do this from. I had views of us just sitting on the floor, like you know when like two bachelors move into an apartment and they've got no sofas.
But
and
we'll
no
do
bed.
that. We'll hold fire on all the equipment just for that one shot.
Yeah, well, we can't really do anything to put no carpet in, so.
Sweet, we're good. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Uncleanables Podcast. Today is a very special day because today is the last episode you will ever see.
With
This
the
setup.
Ukrainian flag.
Should you just rip it down?
Yeah. Oh shit! Mate, you alright?
Mate,
You
pull it.
fucking need off your head.
It didn't hit me. We need to pop this one out. That's it. This ain't fixed in, is it?
Huh?
This ain't fixed in.
So I leave that because I'll take that with us. That's a good bit of wood, that.
It's a good bit of wood, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll make a nice shelf.
That's it. There you go.
There you go. No
We
more
gotta move
Ukrainian
now.
flag.
We got to move now.
Yeah. So yeah, I signed the lease this morning. No, this afternoon.
Mate, it's all happening today,
So he's
bro.
going to get the keys tomorrow. So if you're about tomorrow after work,
Yeah, I've got a
sit down there and fuck.
semi-good day. Yeah. Mate, I'm going to have a shower there. Mate, if you don't think I'm showering there, you're mental. Buzzing. Yeah, mate, I've got so much going on. You fire away and then I'll fire away.
I haven't really got a lot going on. Obviously, I explained to everyone what
Well,
happened
mate,
last
let
time.
me jump in then. No, I'm joking, go on.
I explained to everyone what's going on with me last time, so my ads have been off.
How
And
you
know
found
what?
it?
You know what? It's been really like I can't like what's the word I'm looking for? It's been like a relief. Like I've just been chill. Like,
Yeah.
but I've got this little bit of anxiety of like, well, like why is my phone not ringing? I feel like I should be doing something, but I'm not. But there's nothing to do because I'm on top of it.
So have you turned them off or just lowered the money?
No, I've turned them off.
Bro, you shouldn't be doing that, man.
Yeah, I know, but I shouldn't have discolorated shoulder staff members either,
Discombobulated.
isn't it?
Has he-
Retarded.
Have you tried putting him in rice?
No, I didn't put him in rice. I just put a plaster on it, it didn't help.
Gutted, mate.
Yeah.
Gutted. Oh, any news on him?
I spoke to him earlier. He's every day he's getting a little bit better. He said he tried to clean the windows at his mum's gaff, like ground floor today. He said it still weren't.
He's doing free work already.
Yeah.
Mate, I'd be on him.
He said it's not. Like,
It's not working.
No, it's not. It's you.
Yeah.
Bro, tell the people, man. Your phone ain't stopped.
Right, so, guys, I've had my leaflets go out today. So I need to kind of update everyone because I've had an absolute nightmare with these leaflets, didn't I?
You did,
And if
yeah.
you was in the Discord, which you need to join, by the way,
It's very good right now.
this is the advert, you would know that I went absolutely ballistic. So what happened is Royal Mail, in their infinite wisdom, they're a lot cleverer
Hey,
than me.
call them out, lads.
Mate, I don't know what's been going on, but they buttoned it up in the end, right? We got there in the end. But what they done you go on their website and you go, right, bang, I want to start a campaign. And they say, when do you want it? If you want it within 3 weeks, you have to ring us. So I've gone through I think I set everything up and then it said to me, you have to call us. So then I called them. Bearing in mind, I'd already set up an account. I called them and I said, oh, wagwan, my boys. No, I said, I want it within 3 weeks. In my head, I thought, I want it tomorrow. I know that sounds silly, but it's like, why am I waiting a month?
Yeah, yeah.
If I want it, like, if you're giving me the opportunity to have it sooner, I'll take it.
Absolutely.
So I ring him, and the geezer says to me, right, we can't set we can't set the quick account up online. I'm going to do it on the phone. So I'm going to make that obsolete. Little did I know, they had taken that account as gospel, the one I made. So he set me up a new account. So when they're sending me letters saying, you haven't paid.
They sent you like 3 letters.
Yeah, after I paid it, yeah. And I called them
For
and
the
said,
account that you set up that wasn't in use.
yes, basically. And that's the issue. You was next to me on the phone, weren't you? Anyway, so it's been resolved. They've gone out. And I've had a great response. So they went out. I had no work today. I had one job. And I didn't want to book anything because I thought, I don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And I thought that I don't want to be like sweating trying to answer the phone and just like drop the ball massively. Thank God I didn't. So I had one small little call out job to do, which I've done. Brilliant. And then I priced up another
You're
one.
all right. You look like you're about to die.
Mate.
What do you need?
An aneurysm. Can I have a rectal examination, please? No. I don't know what
be
happened
all
there.
right.
You went down the wrong hole and now I'm like all sweating all of a sudden.
You want some drink?
Mate, was there a ecstasy pill in that water? Yeah, give me a drink of water. Yeah. So, anyway, long story short, leaflets have gone out. I don't know how many's gone out today. I know there's 6,000 in total. They said to me, leave it maximum 2 weeks.
They've probably done them all, haven't they? It's like Royal Mail, isn't it? They must have knocked out.
The thing is, I think, there's a postman going up, every house gets serviced every morning. So why wouldn't it be done in a day?
If you don't get post, if you ain't got any post, then obviously they're not going to come to your door and just deliver a leaflet, are they? So they'll probably wait until you've got some post and then give you the post and the leaflet, I'd assume.
So that makes sense.
You might get a bit more trickle in.
Yeah, I've had a great response. First customer through the door had a farmhouse, which the whole leaflet campaign cost me around about $680 to $720. If I price it how I think I'm going to price it, I think it's roughly going to come in at about 50 quid.
I thought you got that one.
No, I've got to go there. She said to me it's not standard. There's all outbuildings and that. So if I can get that close to £60 a month, that's it. The campaign's paid for in one job, effectively. But yeah, I've had a great response.
Perfect.
So far, I think I'm at 7 from the leaflets.
That's incredible.
Which is over.
One per 1,000.
Yeah.
I've seen lots of people say, like over time, with the trickle, they get closer to 1.5.
Yeah.
So,
which is
you're still doing quite well.
And then
on day one, really.
Yeah, no, totally. And then I had a mega one land from. I'm gonna quote it. I haven't quoted it yet, but it came in through my website. But this is like. It's a massive house anyway. I call it a sprawling house. So like you drive past it, it looks big and then it just goes out massive.
Yeah, they've just added bits to it
over the years,
time,
and now it's just like, it's crazy. And he wants everything done. He wants complete roof, gutter, soffit, fascia, render, windows, everything.
He'll want to pay fuck all for that.
Yeah. Anything over 250 gets binned. So yeah, mate, yeah. So it's been incredible. I've been absolutely buzzing. I've been running around like a blue-ass fly, but it's nice.
That's good, though. It's good that you've had the response, because I think... Like, I'm going to do some leaflets, definitely, back end of the year. But
you
don't know what you're going to get. Do you know what I mean?
That's why I've done it.
Yeah.
And that's why I've done it small as well. Like, this was always my litmus paper.
But I think sometimes, like, I think you've got, not lucky, but obviously it's worked out for you. But you could have done those 6,000 and got nothing.
Yeah, I know.
It is still quite a small
amount
to do.
I agree entirely,
Like,
mate.
to work out whether it works or not.
Yeah, no,
because like I spoke to Steve from Clearview, who's going to come on the podcast early August, I think.
The Welsh fella.
Yeah, the Welsh fella. He's 6 vans, hot on leaflets. Does a lot of leaflets, and he was saying, like, when he talks to people, and you get the people that are like, oh, leaflets don't work. I printed 1,000 and delivered them and didn't get anything. He's like, you got to do 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. And he was very much saying similar to that. Like, if you're going to do 5, 6, 7,000, you're going to run the risk of not getting that return. But you do 20,000, and this is an average, right? It's averages. Totally, yeah. So your first 6,000 that go out might get nothing, but your next 6,000 you might get 12. Yeah. So that's why they say, like, you got to do the bigger number, because it will average itself out.
Yeah, totally.
So yeah, I think I'm going to do 20,000 in September.
Do you know what areas you're going to do?
Just as many as I can cover for 20. So I want to do. So the new unit's in Hockley. So I'll try and do all of Hockley, and if there's anything left after. So I think if we're going to be going there a lot, people see the vans. You want as much work in that vicinity as possible.
Yeah,
right?
totally. Yeah.
I'm going to put some signage on the outside of the building, so if anyone uses the car wash or goes to the bowling alley, they'll see, which will be another point of contact for them seeing the brand. So they say, like, is it like 4? They want to see, I'm sure it's 7 is the 7 for a sale, but 4 for before they get in touch with you.
Yeah.
So they want to see 4 times. So if it be leaflet, van, unit.
Does Crime Watch count?
Pornhub, yeah. Only
Crime Watch. that's good though.
Yeah.
That's good. I like it. I think 20,000 is a great number.
Yeah.
So I looked at another area, 80,000, which is like, you would like to say if you Leaflet dropped 80,000, you could put another van on the road.
Yeah, I reckon.
You would like to say,
and
that's
maybe
£5
not.
grand. That's £5 to deliver to.
Yeah.
That's just delivery. That's not printing.
No, it would work out about 8 or 9 grand, wouldn't it? Because I know 100,000 is about 11, 12 grand.
Yeah, but I think it's. I've got the bug now. I'm not even gonna lie. I think it's quality.
Well, look, if it works, it works.
I'm just so pleased I managed to actually sort it out for all Mel because it was just so confusing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
But like you, I don't know. You could probably afford to do 6,000 every month.
Yeah,
But if you was going to do a bigger amount, you probably couldn't do that every month. So you do it twice a year.
Yeah.
March and like maybe around this time, March and August. And you can add 40 customers.
Well, let me add it all
trickle.
up when I go home. But I just had a fella there booking for Connie roof and gutter vacuum. So for me, that was 240.
Has he got the regular window cleaners? Or is it just a?
And he wants an 8 weekly clean. So I said, look, we'll do your windows for nothing while we're there.
Yeah.
That's fine. I said, and then every 8 weeks we'll see you thereafter. Well, that's almost a third of what I paid.
Yeah.
On one job. Do you see what I mean? Now you add in. I mean, obviously I ain't got to tell you like how to suck eggs, but now add in the first cleans, I'm probably looking at halfway there.
Yeah.
And that's just. Don't forget, I've got everyone going home now after work picking up the leaflet. So mate, I'm excited. It's good response.
That's what you want.
Yeah, it's a good response.
But
mate.
you've got to find something that works. And like, you've got to find something that works, and then once you've found it,
you're away,
you're
you?
good to go, aren't you?
Yeah, so it's
But I
good.
think it's dealing with the influx as well, which is the hard bit, right?
So
I don't think I'd want to be running Facebook ads and have a leaflet campaign land
Not
at the same
20,000.
time.
Not 20,000.
No, because if you're trying to book in,
Well, it ain't gonna work, is it?
no, like I've still got about another 10 or 15 first cleans to do over the next week and a half, and then they're all done. So from turning the ads off, that'd have been like 2 to 3 weeks worth of like first cleans booked in.
Yeah.
Before there's no more first cleans booked in, obviously apart from like natural, like ones that come in naturally from the ads, 2 to 3 weeks. So if you had that and then your leaflets went out as well,
Yeah, it's game over.
yeah, it'd be tough.
Well, you think, right? You think logically. Let's break it down. Let's say you've done 80,000 across a week, right? So you got, I'm shit at maths, 10,000 and then 30 into 5. You've probably got 13,000 going out a day. Well, let's say you hit the perfect sweet spot and you get 13 customers a day, but then you're still probably getting 3 or 4 on Facebook.
Yeah.
Now you've got 7. I know yours is automated on Facebook, so it's kind of a little bit different.
It's not the dealing with the phone calls, it's the doing the work that would be difficult.
See, I'm looking at it now as like, if you've got effectively 80 people ringing you in a week, that's going to derail your week.
Yeah, I mean, you just set up some sort of virtual receptionist.
You're heavy on this, didn't you? I don't believe in all that shit, but you quite enjoy that stuff, didn't you?
Yeah, it's a real person.
Oh, so it's not virtual then, is it, bro?
Yeah, because they're not
I thought
physically
you meant virtual
with you.
reality.
No, they're not physically with you. That's what they're called, virtual
I see what you mean.
receptionists. So they'll answer your phone and basically say, MKM, how can I help?
Yeah.
And then they go, oh, I've just got one of your leaflets through. Okay, brilliant. Let me take your details down and we'll have someone call you back later on. And they get all the details, you know. And then you just call them and say, oh, you spoke to my receptionist earlier. It looks like they've got all the information. Are you happy to go ahead?
Yeah.
We'll get you booked in.
And then you get you booked in, yeah.
And you just confirm their first
Easy,
day.
mate. Easy.
But they've spoken to someone, so it's not like they've called and you've missed it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Which I think that's the worst bit. That's why I want the AI replies. Because sod's law is someone calls and then 2 other people try and call you whilst you're on the phone.
How many times that happened? Oh my God.
And then you get no calls for 2 hours.
And then you can't call them back either.
Exactly. So you want to just capture, either they speak to someone or you can set it up so if you miss the call, it texts them immediately and just says, I'm really sorry, I'm just on the phone. Either you can let me know what you want via text or I'll call you back when I'm done.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
So it's just that point of contact I think is important.
It works out, doesn't it?
But it would be difficult. Like, I want to do the 20,000 leaflets, but I also want to be in a position to handle the influx.
What's that going to set you back roughly?
I think probably about $2,500, including print. Print and delivery.
And
I think that's
have you already worked it out?
No.
I was going to say, I reckon you can probably get that cheaper.
It cost me £600 to 5,000 printed. And what did you say? 40 quid per 1,000 there on after.
Yeah.
So
once you pass, I think you got to pass 12,000.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be about 1,400 quid to print.
Yeah.
I think 12 to 1,400 quid. Then delivery. And you paid what? 400 quid for 6,000.
Yeah.
So 412. So another 1,200.
Yeah.
Ish. So yeah, about £3,000.
Mate, it's cool. It's cool. Mate, you'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
It was such a build up. It's like such a build up. Like looking at it, 23rd, it's going to drop 23rd, and then it comes along, and then you get a call.
Do you remember? You remembered, or did it just?
No, mate. I was like, it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. Because I
was like, imagine you just sort of like completely forgot about it. You just
that'd be the dream, yeah.
And then all of a sudden your phone rings, and you're like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then you work it out, and you're like, yeah.
No, that'd be nice. Mate, I'd like to get to a point where I can forget my leaflet campaigns. That would be the goal.
Yeah.
And I'll be playing golf somewhere.
If you had them like automated, so you'd book, maybe you book them at the start of the year, and you say, right, I want one in March, one in August, one in October maybe, or one in July and one in October. So you do 3 leaflet drops of 20,000 a pop or 10,000 a pop.
I reckon if you'd done 3 leaflet drops a year of 20,000, you'd dominate.
Yeah.
I reckon you're seriously on spoke. Definitely.
I think it's just being omnipresent, isn't it?
Well, and also, imagine if you can literally convert that. It would be interesting to know what the conversion is if you leaflet drop the same area. If you still hit the 1%.
Well, so I think this is what a lot of successful people do. They do the same area 3 times a year.
Really?
Yeah. That's like Lee Pryor's not servicing 1.5 million homes in his area that he covers. He's servicing probably 500,000 homes 3 times a year. So he delivers to the whole area that he covers 3 times a year.
I wonder what that's.
Because there's not 1.5 million houses, is there?
Well, and also geographically, you'll never get there, will you?
No, because he only covers a certain radius, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. But geographically,
in that radius, you can't, because there's only so many houses. So you just do them 3 times a year.
That's interesting. Do you reckon Big Lee's watching? Big Lee, if you're watching, let us know, mate. If you leaflet drop the same area. No, he's probably there in the background. He's probably on holiday.
He's too busy on holiday.
Mate, he's always on holiday, isn't he?
Yeah. Mate, wouldn't you be?
Yeah, it's nice to be fair. But yeah, if anyone's
sat in an office with a bunch of sweaty window cleaners or on a beach in Egypt, I know where I'd rather be. In the office with
I would just aim to be away constantly, wouldn't you? I'd just try and keep it remote as possible.
I think there's probably a good argument to say that he could probably work remotely.
Yeah, I would not aim to be in the office. I mean, obviously you got to be there, yeah. You got to still show that you are the boss, and that
once a week could.
Not many people. You can't take a mickey.
Once a fortnight.
But it'd be interesting to know the stats, and also if you can exhaust an area. Like I had the ump with my leads the other day, and after like 3 days, I had
someone just joined the Discord, guys.
Well done.
Just pointing it out.
Mate, shout him out. Give him a shout out.
This is Mark 1. I don't know who that is.
Mark 1. Mark 1 higher.
Mart.
Oh.
So I'm assuming it's like a Martin.
Yeah, probably a Martin. Mate, welcome to the Discord, bud. Yeah. He gets a little free shout out. Look at that.
There we go. He'll blow. His business will blow now because he's in that Discord.
He's absolutely chapping now.
Yeah.
He's flying away. But yeah, so yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the response is.
What else you had going on this week other than? Right, actually, before we get into that, should we do the how many customers board?
Should we show everyone that I'm neck and neck with? Mate, it's been my best week. I'm not even leader.
You're up there though.
Mate, it's good.
I think James is on smoke at the moment. So
James is flying.
When he puts his numbers in, I think he could have another big week.
Totally,
I spoke to him a couple of days ago, and he's been quoting some mammoth jobs.
Really?
Like 50k plus, 75k plus.
What, windows, yeah?
I don't know what's involved with it, but yeah, there's one of them was similar to the warehouse job that we quoted.
Nice, mate. Well done.
Yeah.
Right, so here we go. So I'm on a big 24.
So we had a big week for Dan.
So that's a mixture. So they only went out today. So I'm adding up obviously everything from before. I've had quite a good.
It was a big week.
I've had a great week.
Leaflet
Yeah, no, I've had a great week to be honest with you.
I've obviously my ads have been turned off.
Wait, what's that, blood?
It's all about the number that's goes
No,
to
I'm
you,
joking,
big
mate,
man.
I'm joking. It's not often I get to lord it over your son, so I'm just going to enjoy
You
it.
beat me a couple of weeks last time, I think.
Yeah, maybe. Is that when you had COVID?
I weren't playing. No, so yeah, I've had 8, which I'm quite happy with. Like for
If you switched
organic,
off,
static growth, I think a couple of them were people had them got followed up automatically from like a couple of weeks before. So they were from the ads, a couple of them, but yeah, then there's been like 6 new customers.
I've started loving. I've really learned to grow to love organic customers. They're like just beautiful. Like I look at them and I think, mate, you didn't cost me £15 to £20.
Yeah,
this is great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm actually earning money now.
CPS, we haven't had your number from you for this week, so get that in ASAP if you haven't already.
Connor, Simply Windows
had a big week for
That's
Simply
a great
Windows, 24. True Blue, another very, very consistent 8, which
I
is,
like that. That's consistent.
if you can go, I mean, beautiful. Right?
Don't change it, bro.
30
Don't change.
customers a month.
That's what I'm saying. But like from 8 to 7 to 8, that's great. Just keep that the same.
Mate, it's super
Do you know what I mean?
easy to deal with as well. That many new customers.
Jake's on 5.
Jake's just joined, so he had a slow start of his month, but he's now ramping up. He's got some ads on.
There you go.
So yeah, that was one day he got 5.
Mate, that's incredible.
Yeah. James, we need another number from you. And Skyview had a slightly lower week than he had. Sky Cleaners slightly lower week.
I wonder what's changed with the boy there. He's got to let us know.
You just had a slow week, I reckon. But someone we scrubbed off, CSS, I think it was. He was on holiday. Obviously, we haven't got room to put you back on the board, but he's done 18 this week and he's going out canvassing, so we will keep you posted on how many customers he has from the canvassing.
He's ready for it. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good going.
But like, he was too busy having fun on holiday to watch and comment on our podcast, so...
Mate, if he's drinking pina coladas, mate, I'd sooner be doing that than flexing my dick showing how many customers I've got.
Mate, what do you mean?
I've got to say that, bruv, I'm on camera.
No, what do you mean? No, say it with chest. Why aren't you watching the podcast on holiday, big man? What is going on?
He should be, really.
That's all I do on holiday. Just ignore my family and just rewatch old podcast episodes. But yeah, other than fast smashing new customers, what have you been up to this week, Big Dan? What's been going on?
Had the weekend off. Had the weekend off. What did I do? This week or just in general? Mate, nothing really enough to write home about, to be honest with you. No, nothing too major. Weekend was quite fun. Saturday, went out and priced the job.
Yeah.
Another beautiful one. Another beautiful one. Lead came through, Cockney geezer, similar to me. As soon as you pick the phone
retarded?
up... No, mate, Cockney, you fucking helmet. No, but as soon as you pick the phone up and you both talk the same, you're both there, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? It's not like I'm trying to have a conversation with a Scottish dude and we're not understanding each other. Yeah. We're both from the same neck of the woods, so we got on straight away. He said, "You're right, mate." He said, "It's a bit bigger than normal. You might want to come out and have a look at it." His house, mate. Calm down. Don't go there with it, bruv. Anyway, shot down the road. It was like 10 minutes down the road. Shot down the road, had a look, mate. It was giant. It's enormous. So anyway, added that to the round. That was beautiful. I had a cup of tea with him, had a chat and whatnot. Talking about his scaffolding firm, grew his scaffolding firm up, turning over X amount.
What did he do? Like, build it up? Layer by layer, board by board.
I was going to say, what is it, like pole by pole or something, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. That's where I was going.
But yeah, no, and then yeah, bits and pieces. A little bit of boxing Sunday morning, which was pretty cool. And then yeah, I'm looking forward to this weekend coming. There's a big old UFC fight, Ilia Topuria.
And your cousin's coming down, isn't he?
Yeah, he's coming over, and then there's a birthday, and then Sunday we got the vineyard, which we might not even go to, because I was passing the door earlier and I thought, I just want to pop in because, like, I haven't got any tickets or anything, I haven't paid for anything, so I just want to make sure if I can pay to make sure I get in. And the geezer's in there. I went, "You're right, mate." I said, "You got an event on this Sunday?" He went, "Yeah." And I went, "I just wanted to make sure I can come and, like, I don't need a ticket or I don't need to pre-book." And he went, "Oh, I can't help you, I don't know." He went, "Have you bought any tickets?" And I went, "No, I didn't even know you could buy them." He went, "Well, I don't know then."
That's helpful.
I said, "So what do you do then?" And he went, "Oh, he said something like, I do accounts. And I said, all right then. I said, have you got the woman's number I need to speak to? And then he gave me the landline number. And I went, if I ring it, I'm going to get you. And he went, yeah. And I went, so what's her fucking number then? I was like, no!
They're trusting that guy with their accounts.
And I just thought, he literally gave me an 016 number. And I was like, if I ring it, mate, it's going to ring here. And he went, yeah. And I went, and you're going to pick up? He went, yeah, that's right. And I went, but I want to speak to her, don't I? Fucking mate. It's a laugh a minute, I tell you.
Just turn up, mate. You'd be alright.
Do you reckon?
I'm sure if you had to buy a ticket, you would have known about it.
Worst case, I just set the tower up in the car park.
Yeah,
and
watch
just
watch. What is it, like singing and dancing and drinking?
It's a jazz band on, and so they play jazz, and then like you're all in the vineyard.
You ain't got to watch it, have you? Just sit in the car park.
Just listen.
Yeah. Get like a bottle of wine from Tesco's, a couple of plastic cups. It'd be the same thing, mate. It's fine.
No, it'll be good, mate. It'll be class. It'll be class. So yeah, that's this weekend. This weekend was pretty quiet, bro. What about you?
I'll come down here.
Did you?
Yeah, I'll show you what I've done in a minute, but I spent £300 on fucking storage boxes.
Why?
To store stuff.
But what are you storing?
All of my gear from Nana's garage.
Oh, to get it all in like stackable stuff?
Yeah, it's all boxed up now. It's all boxed up. Because obviously I haven't got that room in the new unit. So I've had to sort of, it's taken up a lot less space having it boxed, which is handy. So yeah, I was down here most of the day Saturday doing that. And then just trying to make a bit of a mental plan with how we're going to move. I've got to measure this place actually. Let me write that down. You just reminded me. Well done, Dan.
That's all right, mate. Do you want a bigger pen?
Just write on my forehead in case I look at myself.
When you brush your teeth tonight,
I forgot. Fuck. So I've got to measure this place for the estate agent that's reletting this. So he wants it remeasured. Don't know why he hasn't got the measurements from when he left.
Well, in case it's grown since we've taken it. Yeah, decent.
But we've got a bit of a task at hand. So when I put that shed up, which I don't think they want left here.
Yeah, that's fine, mate. That's good wood. We'll take that.
Yeah. That's what I was going to do. But do you remember I sort of like makeshifted the light from the ceiling?
Yeah.
And I put it inside the shed.
Yeah.
We've got to somehow reverse that.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
Without blowing the electrics.
We'll Mac that, mate. That'll be all right. Yeah.
So yeah, that's the only tricky bit really.
We'll just get the women on it, and we'll just be outside.
Yeah, and just in case it like.
Yeah, if it goes bang, it ain't us, is it?
Yeah.
Like, oh no, what's happened?
Yeah, win-win.
Oh, fake.
No, it should be pretty easy. I just got to kind of try and remember how we put it together.
I'm sure when we look at it, it will speak to us.
And then I've carpeted the whole unit, so I don't know whether I should just leave the carpet down.
You'd like to think you can leave it, no?
I just don't. What I don't want to happen
is you get
he calls me up and he's like, "Oh Ryan, I've had to pay someone £400 to come collect this carpet."
No, ring him and say, "Mate, we put carpet down. If you want it here, let us know and we'll leave it here. If not, tell me."
Well, that's what I'm thinking. If we can empty the whole unit, the last thing we'll do is take down that thing, and I'll just say to him, if you haven't found someone to move in by the start of September, which is our last month here, we'll rip it down. We'll take it down.
Take what, the carpet down?
No, the unit, the shed.
I'll tell you.
But if he finds someone to take it and they go, actually,
I see what you mean.
I can use that, we'll just leave it there.
Yeah, no, I hear.
Because then that saved us fucking half a day's work.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And it is good wood, but...
It's great wood, yeah, but also it's all built there, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all done.
Yeah. And if you look at the beams on the ceiling, they're proper bowed.
Really?
Yeah. So they're not usable, really. Then the ceiling ones, the rest of them will be alright. But, I'll probably just get rid of the carpet, because...
We'll sort it out.
It's like, I just don't want to run the risk.
Digress.
Yeah.
I learned something the other day, which I didn't know. I've got 2 fucking speeding fines. But do you know what?
Brother,
right?
You're about to lose your career
I know.
from trying to get places too quickly.
No, it's not. No, but this ain't. The thing is, it ain't even that. right? If I was doing 50 and a 30, slap me, yeah? I get it. I totally get it. Mate, do you know them fuckers have done me 71 in a 70?
No.
Because I'm driving a fucking commercial vehicle.
Oh yeah, because your speed limit's 60.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all.
So you did 11 mile an hour over speed limit.
Ever since I've had a van, bearing in mind I started this whole journey in a Bipper, and it said on the back of it, limited to 70 mile an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, on the motorway you can do 70.
But I'm like, mate, this is ridiculous. So they've turned around and said, yeah, you were speeding. And I'm like, so I've appealed it. I've appealed it and gone back to them. I'm like, look, I know ignorance is not an excuse. I said, but I genuinely didn't. I'd never even heard of this rule. I said, now look, I understand I was going over. I said, I understand it.
The trouble is you were still going above the speed limit.
But 1 mile an hour is like, what is it?
Apparently they started to crack down on people
But you can,
at 1 mile an hour.
But you can argue that. You can say, what's the, can we recalibrate the camera? I didn't know that.
No, you can't do it anymore.
Oh, can you not?
No. So when I done my speed awareness course a few months ago, there was 3 people on there that got done doing 1 mile an hour above the speed limit.
Oh mate, how fucking
Yeah,
jarring
because
is
they're
that?
just like, it's just a done. There's no arguing anymore.
Mate, I hate this country. This country is the only one, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's so expensive.
It's ridiculous.
And I didn't know this. The camera that got me is in the top 5 of the UK of earning the most revenue.
Really? So it's a hot spot then?
Yeah, it's a total
Makes
hot
you feel a little bit better.
Did you know in 90 days there was 1,000 motorists caught? And I was one of them. There was actually a newspaper article on
It's like Bonnie Blue's list of people, isn't it? They should rename that camera Bonnie Blue.
Why?
Because he's done 1,000 people in 90 days.
Mate, how outrageous.
What was the other one? What did you get done in the other one?
The other one was, well, the other one is still here. I'm disputing it. It was saying I was doing 54 in a 50, but I shouldn't have been there because I left you and I would have taken the back roads home. But they were saying I was on the 127, and I was like, but I wouldn't have done.
You must have been there if they've got a picture of you.
But that's what I've asked for.
Oh.
I've asked for a photo and they haven't proved it.
It wasn't on the. They didn't put the photo on the bit of paper.
No, and from me leaving you, right, I've got a photo of me in Burnham, which is a 40-minute drive away, within half an hour.
Because you was definitely speeding
And
then, weren't you?
Yeah, but I'd already been there. But this is the thing, and I'm like, I can't be in 2 places at once.
Yeah.
And I said, look, if you've got a photo of my van, yeah, and it's my van, I'll put my hands up. I said, but honestly, for the life of me, I cannot remember that journey. I do not believe it was me. So, mate, we'll see. But it's not looking good, Brev.
Yeah, no.
It's not looking good at all.
So will that be 6 points?
Oh yeah, mate. Do you want to know another one? And then when I dropped my leaflets off as well to Kent, would you call me? When I dropped my leaflets off to Kent, I fucking didn't pay the dart charge, did I? So I got 2 fines from there. And then when I dropped the key off to the estate agents for our gaff to be sold, I got a fucking bus lane ticket. Mate, don't
Selling your gaff?
Yeah.
Oh,
don't talk to me about fucking fines.
You ain't been there long.
No, do you know what it is? It isn't just no outdoor space. And it's like, you know, in the morning, I like
So
to be...
like you go outside for a wee and that.
Yeah,
So
like,
Emma
do you know
can
what I
let
mean?
you out.
I just want to like
You
sniff
can
around
like
the bushes.
kick the ball around the garden.
No, it's not that. It's like when you're in for the evening, you're in.
Yeah.
Like there's no gardeners walk around and there's no
Yeah,
nothing.
you can't open like back door and just
No,
have
nothing.
a breeze.
Yeah, so anyway,
So where are you thinking of moving to?
we've already found a place.
Have you?
In Rayleigh, yeah, 2-bed house.
In Rayleigh?
Yeah, come on, my boy.
Come on, man's
It's
going
nice.
to be lukewarm there.
That's nice, mate, yeah.
Whereabouts?
I'm going to start smashing adverts right outside your gaff. No, it's by Macro.
Oh, is it on the new build estate?
No, it's not on there. If you come along, so you know Macro, if you
Yeah.
come back, it's one of them houses there on the right hand side, opposite the fields.
Oh, I know, yeah.
It's one of them in now.
Oh, it'd be nice down there.
It's love, mate. It's a
Is
love.
it made an offer?
No, it's kind of, it's not like absolute wrote in stone, but like, we've said like, if we can sell, this is the one we want, and then they've said, we'll take your place to sell it if you can do it. Do you know what I mean?
Who, oh, is the
He's that
developer?
agent. The agent,
the estate.
the agent,
Right.
yeah. It's not new gaff. But it's nice, it's nice. It's just a small 2-bedroom house, but it's got a front garden, back garden.
Yeah.
And it's,
Driveway?
it's like communal.
Oh, okay.
But it's nice, mate.
Sounds alright.
It's a start in it if we can get there.
Decent, isn't it?
Got to clean some windows first, fucking pay.
Yeah, innit?
Got to clean some windows.
Those leaflets better start popping, mate.
Mate, you know, didn't you? But yeah, mate, so other than that, and then Trump's bombing the shit out of Iran.
Yeah.
So it's quite a wild old week.
So we might get called up anyway. We're too old to get called up now, aren't we?
I was reading, and we are.
I think we are.
Isn't it mental? Like,
Oh no!
No, but do you know what is weird? Yeah, I sit there and I think to myself, now I'm perfect. I would say.
I wouldn't go to war for this country though.
No. But what I mean is like if you like athletically, I'm leagues above the 23-year-old me. I would say so.
Yeah, but like probably as an average of like 23-year-olds, if you took 50 23-year-olds, I'd say probably 40% of them, like ones that look after themselves the same as you do.
Yeah.
Probably 40 out of them would probably be more fit than you.
Yeah.
So although you're more fit than 23-year-old you, the most 23-year-olds are going to be fitter than you. Like the ones that look after themselves, obviously.
Yeah, but see, this is interesting because I'd say I'm fitter than the majority of people in the UK, and I'd say you're fitter than the majority of people
but
in the UK.
majority of people don't look after themselves.
No, this is what I'm saying. So it's not hard to
Saying
stand
that,
out.
I ran down to school today and I nearly died.
Really?
Yeah, I was blowing out my arse, mate.
Mate, running's horrible.
I don't know if it's because of heavy boots, I reckon.
Oh yeah, it's fuck all to do with you. No, but
Mate, I'm light as a fucking feather now.
you're actually lighter than me.
I've lost 10 kilos.
That's actually mental.
Yeah.
That's actually blow. Oh, I've started your diet, by the way. Greek yogurt.
Cocaine?
Yeah.
Cocaine and cigarettes.
No, Greek yogurt and oats and fucking berries and shit and had
You know what?
chicken breast wrap for lunch.
I normally have 2 wraps, but I've only had 1 today and my appetite is, I don't know if it's just like the stress of life, or like because I've been eating less, I've now got a smaller appetite.
So what are you saying? Are you hungry or not?
I'm not hungry.
Oh, that's good then.
Well, I don't think it is.
Why?
Because you still want to make sure you're getting your protein in.
Yeah, we'll smash a shake later on.
Yeah.
Or just half scoop a shake.
I'm just not hungry for it though.
Yeah, but that's why it's in a shake form, so you can have it.
Yeah.
It's not like I know
you not even look at it like you look at it and you're like, I don't want this.
Yeah.
And you take your first sip and you're like,
when I was putting weight on, I used to have them mass ones.
yeah, fucking horrible, thick.
But I used to have 2 a day.
You have to use a spoon to get the bottom bit.
Yeah. I used to have 2 a day, and
It feels so
after
sick.
dinner you're having it, and you're just sat. Like, mate, the amount of times my mouth filled up with saliva because I thought I was going to be sick.
Yeah.
But
It's rough, man, because I think your body's the same as mine. Like, you're a bit of a hard gainer. Like, it's really difficult for me to put weight on. Like, I have to smash takeaways like big time to put weight on, and then it's not the right weight. Like, if I was to do like 3,500 calories in clean eating, I just don't think I could hack it.
mate, it'll be like £100 a day in clean eating. This is the thing that people forget.
No, it wouldn't be that much.
Mate, clean eating's one of the dearest things you could ever do.
No, because it's like you would just have a bigger portion of oats. Like you literally get a bag of oats for like 70 pence.
Yeah, but you ain't eating 3,000 calories worth of oats.
No, but you'd have maybe 700 calories of oats in the morning.
And what does that look like? Literally like a bowl.
Yeah, you'd have to eat more food, but it's clean. It's not. But or you could have like 2 bacon sandwiches and it's 1,500 calories.
Now you're talking my language.
Yeah,
mate. Yeah.
But that's not good for you.
Do you know I've had bacon and egg? I'm not joking. This is no bullshit. No bullshit. I've eaten bacon and egg every single day for nearly 10 years.
Sorry, I ruined that for you, bro.
No, I have. I've literally eaten but this morning was one of the only mornings.
Do you reckon you've got autism, bruv?
No, I just enjoy what I enjoy. No, I just don't enjoy any other breakfast.
I've had the same breakfast every day for the last 10 years.
All right, yeah, no.
You know that thing where they go,
fuck, here he goes.
There you go, they go, no, granddad, they didn't have autism when granddad was a boy. Oh, okay, all right, man, just take him the same dinner you've made him for the last 30 years and he kicks off if you make him something else.
I can argue. I know exactly what you're saying, right? But give me the alternative. Fucking toast.
No, there's 100 alternatives.
Like what?
If you're cooking...
Cereal.
Sausage and egg would be different.
Yeah, mega in fat.
It's the same.
No, it ain't.
It's the same animal, big man.
Yeah, but sausages are so much worse for you than bacon.
They're not. How are they so much worse? It's the same. It's the same.
The fat content in sausages is worse than bacon, bro.
No, it's just a bigger amount of meat because it's chunky.
Mate, I bet you leave yours frozen.
You eat yours on your knees, bro.
Just slap it on your
Just 2 of them at the same time. Just flicking brown sauce on your face.
No, you chuck it on your back after it's warm. Mate. Anyway, how the fuck did we get here? Anyway. Listen, obviously I've kind of digressed a little bit.
Yeah.
But I always go back to it.
You eat yours playing with your train set, didn't you?
I eat mine laying on my belly and my bird puts it down on the floor and my feet are in the air.
Just kicking.
But yeah, but anyway, I'm doing the oats now.
Yeah, it's good. Do you feel better?
No. No,
I'm miserable, but
I feel
yeah.
cleaner. I feel lighter on my feet.
Yeah,
I know it sounds silly.
Yeah, because it's like the stodge, the oil, it's like, it does weigh you down.
But yeah, no, we're away.
I had my oats this morning with no frozen fruit and no protein powder in it.
Yeah,
I felt incredible.
Protein powder in mine, but it was too much.
It goes too thick, doesn't it?
Yeah, I had Greek yogurt in mine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oats, Greek yogurt.
I can't have Greek yogurt. I have like a dairy-free alternative. But
do you know what I'm going to do? I think I might just smash a week of it. I might do the rowing machine for an hour every night.
That's brutal.
Mate, did you know how many calories you can get through on one of them fuckers?
I wouldn't.
You know the machines?
I wouldn't be doing rowing and window cleaning. That's brutal.
No,
that's like window cleaning all day and going home and doing an hour of brutal window cleaning.
So I was messing around with it, like I was waiting for the missus in the gym the other day and I thought I'll jump on it and just try and like blast like 15 minutes. If I carried on at my pace, I was going to do 800 calories in an hour.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to do that pace for an hour, no way.
Mate, I thought like 800 calories is insane.
That is insane.
Mate, I'm built like that, bro.
Yeah, that is insane. But like if you was to do, people don't do rowing for an hour.
But I can't do anything else. Like running's boring to me. I'll run to somewhere. Like I'll run to the offie and get a bottle of wine.
Or like run after a what am I trying to say?
Too old.
No, a vulnerable woman.
Yeah, too old, bro. No, yeah. So that's what I mean. Mate, you could have gone anywhere with it.
Oh no, I fucked up. My brain there was too much hitting my brain at once.
There's just so many avenues to go down, isn't it?
I couldn't decide.
But no, so I'm gonna go to the gym later on, bro, and work something out. Going back to like what this podcast is all about external cleaning.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I think I'm gonna change my tank already. So I put a
shock horror.
Yeah, I put a.
Not like I told you, it's not big enough.
No, I put a 350 in. I think it was a 350.
It's all right if you weren't pushing the windows.
Well, mate,
like if you just needed to do a driveway, then clean the windows, or do 5 or 6 window cleans a day.
You can do a lot of windows. You can do a lot of windows.
You can't do 20.
No, you can't do. I'm not saying you can do 20.
But that's where you need to be. 20.
That's where you need to be.
Yeah. That's the key. That's a special number.
I've had some mega. Have you ever done like a mega job before, and you look at your water tank and you think, "Oh my god, I didn't realise I was going to use that much."
Yeah, a few times.
So
because I had mine was. I told you on the podcast, didn't I? Mine ran out. I've done those 3 days. I didn't realise. I thought I'd filled it up, but I hadn't. And it was like quite a sunny day, and you look in the van, and it's like the shadows and shit, and it looked like you could see the shadow at the top of the tank.
Yeah.
But it obviously wasn't. It was completely empty, and it completely ran out. When I filled it up from empty to like almost the brim, it was only like 440 litres or something, 430 litres, 500 litre tank. So it's actually, your 350 is probably more like 290.
Yeah, I have noticed I can never get like fill it right up.
Yeah.
As in like what I fill it up and then what I look on the screen, I always think, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
That's not making sense. But yeah, I've noticed that now.
You're gonna go like 650 big, or like 500?
No, I'll go 650 because what I need to do is the 350 one I've got. I thought it was narrower but taller, whereas I need to go taller and narrower, if that makes sense. And then you're not losing as much space in the van.
Or you could go lay flat.
Nah, see, I think you're just gonna, unless you OSB'd it, unless you put a board on top of it and actually proper sunk it in the floor, you're just gonna puncture it.
It wouldn't. So 650 lay flat would still be probably 2 foot tall.
Okay, so I'm getting confused. I thought a lay flat was like that much all across the bottom of your van.
No.
Oh, you just mean the little short, squatty ones?
Instead of it standing up like your one now.
Yeah.
It is spread.
Yeah.
The weight distribution.
Yeah, short and stocky. Yeah.
Yeah. So it'd still be probably 2 foot tall.
I think unless you're running
a square.
Yeah, I think unless you're running a setup though where it's like you just clean windows, like that's just going to be a fucking nightmare.
You've got a long wheelbase fan though. Like, what do you need to get in there that you couldn't get in there?
Pressure washer.
you have no issues getting that in with if you put the
Pressure washer
650.
gutter vac.
If you put the 650 tank in that I've got in Elliot's van,
Yeah.
you would get your pressure washer gutter vac.
We
Your
ain't talking about the one in there, are we?
Yeah, I'm saying if you got that one,
Is that the low?
that's the stand-up one.
Yeah, he's got stand up. You're
But
talking
it's
about the other
still
one.
fatter than what you've got now, so you're still going to lose space. Putting the 650 in, it's about 45 centimetres thick.
Yeah, honestly, measure mine because I think mine was mega wide for what it is. It's
The
mega wide.
650 is going to be wider.
But yeah,
It's like twice the size almost.
yeah, I know. But like, I look at my tank and I think there's just so much space above it completely wasted. Like you could literally half that and go up, and then you're like,
Yeah, they just.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. Maybe you can get custom on.
Do you know what they need to do? They need to make one to fit in the back of a van.
Yeah.
Height wise, it would be perfect. It'd be absolutely
I
perfect.
don't know whether you'd have an issue with gravity because it's tall. Do you know what I mean? Like the way they build them so that the weight distribution works.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So if it was too tall, it'd have to be a bigger tank to be tall. You couldn't make it smaller and taller.
Or like a Dorito, so it'd be
Yeah.
like narrow, like a pyramid. Mate,
Yeah.
why did I say a Dorito instead of a pyramid? Yeah, like a pyramid.
I think a pyramid would work.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah, like a Toblerone. So it's like a square at the bottom,
Yeah.
a rectangle at
And
the
it goes
bottom,
up to
and then
like the nutty goodness at the top.
yeah, and then you can just like
Break a bit
you
off.
could put a hinge on the top and just flip it back and fill it up.
Mate, that would actually be really cool.
Yeah, it would work.
You could have like hieroglyphics, couldn't you, on
You
it?
could always have two, like, and you could put them in front of your wheel arch,
Mate, that's actually a class
and then
idea.
you'd have the whole middle of the van.
There is plenty of options, isn't there?
It's just I don't know if you can get custom ones made. I'm sure you can, but there's probably some science that goes behind them.
Yeah, there is, definitely.
When it's like you're arguing over like not a lot of space. And
Yeah,
there's
it's
a
not
lot
like-
of wasted
yeah.
space, but like, what are you going to do with the space?
Yeah, it's not like it's the absolute...
Do you remember when I started building shelving on top of my tanks and stuff, and then like ultimately it's come out now, it just doesn't need to be used. Like for a long time, I just had too much stuff in my van that I didn't need.
Totally.
There's stuff in there now that I don't need. And when we move to the new unit, I'm going to rip it all out and start again.
Really?
Yeah, because it's just like I've got drawers of stuff in my van
You still haven't used?
that I've never touched.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I've got an unopened tube of
Vaseline.
it's
KY
like,
jelly.
It's like Vaseline actually. It's the grease for
Is it
your
for the old
surface cleaner.
leather Cheerio?
Yeah, it's the leather Cheerio. It's like the grease for the surface cleaner.
Oh yeah, that's
Never
like
used it.
Once in a year job, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Probably meant to do it more than that, but I've never done it. But it's because it lives in there and not, somewhere else. I think I've got like a box of gloves, like rubber gloves, never used.
It's hard, isn't it? Because you want all the spares in case it goes wrong, but then like you do start driving around, you're like, mate, I'm more of a spares van than anything else.
Yeah. There's lots of stuff you want on there in case something breaks.
I think-
like a spare bit of hose,
Yeah.
the Jubilee clips,
All of that
O-rings,
sort of thing.
maybe a spare univalve.
Yeah.
Spare brush head. You want to be able to just fix it and carry on. But things you don't need are like, I've got about 15 little hand shovels in there
Yeah.
and 3 hand brushes.
Totally irrelevant.
I never use them, but if I wanted one on there, just have one. I don't need 15. Is that another customer?
Mate, is that customer number 25?
You're going to do a
No,
live?
it's not. It's my mum.
Oh, okay. Ignore her then. She ain't spending no money, is she?
Mate, put that down to 23. But yeah, no, I know what you mean. I think it's worth ripping it off every now and then and having another go, I think.
Yeah,
Sure.
you just want to make yourself a little bit more efficient, a little less weight.
It adds up.
As soon as you remove something, you'll need it as well.
Yeah, totally.
But it's like,
How about
do you keep it on the van all year for the one day you might need it, or do you just take that one day and lose a couple of hours going back to the unit to fix what you need and then cracking on?
How about this for efficiency? Totally digressing. Did you see America bombed Iran?
Yeah.
Did you read about all the plane and that?
No, I've avoided.
Mate, I loved it.
Looking into
I love. Why?
I just don't want to.
Support Iran.
I don't want to know about it.
Why?
I just think it's just bullshit, innit?
Mate, do you know how big this is?
Why is everyone bombing everyone?
No, this is getting.
I just don't get it.
I don't really know why because
Why is anyone getting involved?
it's all to do with. I think it's all to do with who's running who, as in like they want someone in power that they appoint.
It's political, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
but
totally
But like, if you went out and started beef with someone,
yeah,
I ain't gonna come back to you. I'm gonna say, "Dan, what you doing is stupid, mate.
Yeah.
Just sit down and get on with your life."
yeah.
But what America's effectively done is gone. Like, or what America's effectively done is you've gone and kicked off with someone, and then I've gone, no, fuck you, I'm gonna come beat you up.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right and you're wrong. So like, imagine. How can I say this? Imagine spotless water. Imagine spotless water, right, has got beef with someone and you get on with spotless water. And you say, look, and they've got beef with the window cleaning warehouse.
Yeah.
Mate, if I can get this right, this is going to absolutely blow. So your mates with spotless water and they got beef with the window cleaning warehouse, right? But there's someone who's in like just below management who's right in with you, and you know when they get in power, if they can get to the top of window cleaning warehouse, yeah, they're going to give you all the discounts, and they're going to be like, right, we're going to look after Ryan at curbside, and we're going to look after Squeegee. So then what you do is, Squeegee has beef with window cleaning warehouse, and you go, do you know what, I'm going to back you up.
Do you mean spotless water?
Spotless water, that's
You're
what I meant. Yes.
confusing the people.
No, spotless water.
I understand the autism, but yeah.
But it was S's, it fucked me up. So then you go and help and try and overthrow window cleaning
For my own
warehouse.
personal gain.
And then hopefully you can kill the main fella there. The person in the sub-command takes command, who's right in with you, and then everyone benefits.
Yeah.
That's ultimately how America tries to run everything. But it's like, anyway, to try and like, give you the fact I was going to give you, they used a bomber called a B-2, and you can't pick it up on radar, right? How much do you reckon these planes cost?
Oh, they're going to be
extortionate,
yeah.
Isn't it? Each plane's 2 billion. 2 billion, right? They send 2 of them. They fly 36 hours from America.
Yeah.
They refuel in Europe mid-air. How cool is that?
That's wicked.
How cool is that? Drop bombs. But the testing site, not the testing site, the nuclear, whatever it was, the nuclear plant where they was apparently building the things was under 60 metres of rock. And when the B-2 drops a bomb, I don't know what the name of the bomb is, but when it drops it doesn't explode on the surface. It literally burrows into the ground and then explodes. But they said it ain't going to reach, so we're going to drop 2 of them. So one's come along,
and then one goes into the hole.
One goes into the hole that it made.
Double penetration.
Bro, at the same time.
Yeah.
Mate. Hard to see that you ran about your dreams. No, mate. What? But yeah, so anyway, so they've done that and come back, but like shit like that, I'll read and I'm like, that's fucking. I know it's horrible. People have died, but
it's cool. Yeah.
It is cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's cool. It's like James Bond shit, isn't it?
Yeah. So I hope that makes sense for everyone. Hopefully I haven't butchered it. Imagine that was fucking. Yeah. Imagine that was absolutely class.
Yeah.
Should we leave it there? I think it was tight, son, didn't you?
Wrap it up. Yeah, we've got the rubbish man coming. He's on his way. Just text me. So get rid of some rubbish. But yeah, I'm gonna go show down my the shed and all the tidying up I've done. Thank you so much for watching another episode of the Uncleanables podcast. I've been Ryan.
I've been Dan.
And remember,
stay cleaning.